Good evening, everyone. Tomorrow we begin the 10K challenge. I'm really excited about growing a $400 account to 10,000. Once in a while, we'll start a campaign where we have a group of people starting off with the same balance, and then slowly grow those trades using a specific strategy. As you may know, this specific strategy is related to a wolf wave, and we're simplified the strategy by using one ticker symbol, that's the SPX, because of its exponential profit nature, using very, very small risk. This is going to be the last video that I send out. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time, there will be a schedule for two emails. Two emails will be scheduled tomorrow just to make sure that everybody, or most people who have wanted the email alerts, get the email alerts before the opening bell. And once everything is confirmed and I don't get any feedback or problems, then we're good to go. This is a typical email that you should expect, okay? And I even sent an email to myself, and it was actually in the spam. So that it can happen. So you might want to just check that out. But the syntax is very straightforward. We're gonna, like I mentioned before in the presentation, there's gonna be at most 17 trades, and then the campaign is done. I still believe I can do this in less than 17, probably half at 8, okay, for lucky, especially this week with the volatility expectation. And then I'm basically, because of the because of the speed at which the email is delivered, you don't need to really open it. The contract details will be in the subject header, and then if you want to look at the image, you just open up the body of the email, and then the chart will be there showing you the chart setup that's displaying 5x, 10x, 20x, just for a bit more confirmation. Okay, so that's what the email looks like, and that's it. Okay, and it will also be posted in the premium alert section. So if you've registered for the 10K, you will be assigned a gold membership role, okay, and then you'll be able to access all of the premium alerts. Not going to be trading stocks like I mentioned in the presentation. A lot of the stocks, the price, the share appreciation, or actually the share price has depreciated or split, basically split 10, 20 fold, whatever. So trading those for options is a little bit tough. It has to make these 10% moves to have a meaningful impact to our risk. So but I will post updates in the trade stocks and there will be trade ideas, market commentary there, but in the 10K SPX trades, it's only going to be alerts. Okay, so it's only there's no questions. Okay, the wolf waves, when they trigger, you've got to take them like immediately, right? And we're starting off really small with $400, and if you use a stop loss of 80%, then you should have, in theory, 5 opportunities to trade $100 contracts. We don't know which one is going to be the one that makes the 10, 15x move, but 1 out of the 4, expect one of them to lose, right? Or 2 of them, but expect one of them to make that 10x. And we want to be able to have that trade setup displayed on the chart there, so that it's meaningful for us to get in, using that risk of $100 to get into that position. Because if it's not showing us 10x, then it's really hard to grow the account from 400 to 10,000. It's like near impossible. But with the SPX as our trading mechanism, and it's 4-digit underlying, producing exponential profits when you catch a 1%, 2% move, it is probable, and we've seen this many times, where a contract goes from 20 cents to like $30, and that's just amazing. And we're going to try to catch those trades this week. And the main point going into this week is to catch a clean setup. It could happen either at the open tomorrow. Looks like the futures are trading red, so we maybe get a power hour rally. Or it could happen sometime 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So I think basically what I see here, the market's a little extended, and if we open up red, and I don't know, Jay Powell's speaking at 9 o'clock, so that's 30 minutes before the market opens. The market could react more violent at the open. So maybe it could be a really long and red hard day for the first 5 to 2.5 hours, and then at around 2 o'clock p.m. I'll be looking for some wolf waves if that's the way the market is behaving. So we'll see. I don't really know. The futures are down 0.31%. Okay, so again, any questions? I guess you'll just post it in the main chat room about the 10K positions. Again, and my entry and exit will be emailed and also posted in the Discord room. Discord will be posted first, and then it literally takes me about like 5 to 10 seconds, which is, feels like 1 hour in option time, when we speak in terms of options. But yeah, 10-20 seconds, it will be emailed, and then that takes another 10-20 seconds to get to your inbox. So just keep that in mind. It's not that fast. It's the fastest from what I have tested. Okay, SMS was not very successful, and I think it is important to include the chart in there, but it's the fastest that I can see so far. So if you're looking for the quick trade and you're ready, then you want that communication line open, then you want to be in Discord. Otherwise, if you're okay with taking the trade alert through email, that's fine as well. But just kind of remember the schedule. We don't want to be sitting in front of the computer for 6.5 hours. We want to be trading between those trading windows that I mentioned in the previous presentation. So from 9:30 to 10:30, and then we're done, right? 10:30. So actually, if the market, 9:30 all the way up to about 12, okay, where you set the limit order at a double or 5x, right, and then have a runner. The other trading window is from 2 o'clock p.m. All the way into the close to 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Just keep that in mind, that you need to have that 1.5 hour break, so you're not always constantly watching. And then the break can be even longer if the market continues to sell off from the morning all the way up until 2 o'clock p.m. You get that nice red, long, hard candle, and you really know what to do, right? You just come back at 2 o'clock p.m. and then you'll know exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be looking for those wolf waves coming in the last hour of the day. It could happen a little early where we get into the trade and take some profits, but most of the time those big moves happen usually in the last hour, and that happens when the trend gets around less than 1. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So tomorrow we begin. Just get ready for those 2 email alerts so that you are properly getting them, and then you can assess the delivery time it gets to your inbox. So it'll be posted when I send out the email. The email will be the trade alert will be posted in the Discord with timestamp, right? So you'll see something like this, right? And that's what is this? This is Eastern time. This is probably Eastern time, right? So that's Eastern time. And then when you get that email, you want to look at the email and look at the Discord time to see how much difference it is, and make sure that it's not like 5 minutes. If it's 5 minutes, if the email gets to your inbox in 5 minutes, then you're not going to be using the email. Okay, you want to come into the Discord room and have Discord on your phone or on your computer ready. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Those 2 scheduled emails. Those are going to be important to determine whether you're going to rely on email or come into Discord. And then tomorrow, again, if there's a trade alert, it's going to have to be clean. It's going to have to be 5 to 10x to 20x setups, because that's the only way we're going to get to 10K. Not going to be trading these intraday swings where it moves from like 100% to 200%. That's not what I'm interested in, especially with a small account of $400. It's because it's such a small account, we just have to be a little bit careful and then catch one good win where it goes from 400, our balance starts at 400 and now it's at like 1,500, 2,000, and then we're in a little bit of a more a stronger position to take a little bit more trades in and out. But right now, because we're just starting, we're a little shy, and we're not too sure, right? Just need to be a little bit careful, and it's perfectly fine if I send out an alert and there's a 10x, 20x trade setup, and we take it with $100 to $50, and we take it and lose. That's fine. Okay, we're sticking to the plan. The plan will only work when we get those 10x setups. It cannot work. It's really hard for it to work if we're getting into setups that produce 100% to 200%, because because so many things can go wrong when you get into a setup that's only yielding a 200% return, right? Maybe you don't close it on time, maybe you're in the washroom. But if you're in a 10x position, there's more room for error, right? Because well, first of all, it's showing you a potential to make a lot of money with small risk. That's great. And if it does hit, if that dog trade turns into a live dog and it's moving, right, then you're good. You're good on that first trade, which will happen about 30% of the time. And it happens a lot more violently when the market is selling the S&P off really hard, right? And especially in the last hour, that power hour rally can really rip things up on the sell short. So basically, the business model here, when we're talking about the 10K challenges, we're in the business of going long American stocks after it gets beaten up throughout the whole entire day. When you get into a market and the market is just doing absolutely nothing for 4 or 5 hours a day in a 6.5 hour trading day, and it gets beaten up, all these stocks are getting beaten up. At the end of the day, those short sellers, they get a little scared about holding that position into the next trading day, right? And that's our business, and that business becomes very profitable if you have signals, algorithms like the Wolf Wave, identifying that opportunity, especially with an entry and a profit target. That's what we're trying to do. So we're only looking for those clean setups that produce minimum 5x. Okay, cannot be if you see the contract going 200%, 300%. All right, fine, that we missed it, and you have to also think about all those times where it moved 200 and you got in 150% too late, and then you lose it all, right? We want to feel okay to lose on a position when we get into a setup that's yielding 5x to 10, 20, 30x. That's totally acceptable. But if the setup is not giving us 5x, and we're giving us maybe like 50%, and we're putting in $100 to make 50%, that's a problem. Okay, we don't want to be doing that. Even though, let's say you have a success rate of 100%, then that's great. I don't know if that's if anything is 100% in life, but if you can do that, that's great. You got a good business there. But that's not what we're doing here. We're setting the goal to 10K, and that 10K requires us to get into setups that are producing 5x at minimum. All right, so thank you very much. This is the last video. All the communication will be done in the Discord channel. Again, if you signed up, I've already sent out the test emails. 2 more scheduled emails at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Check the timestamp between the Discord and your email, and you'll be able to determine the delivery time, whether it's worth it for you to take the trade from the email alerts or have your Discord available and enabled on your phone. Okay, so thank you very much, and good luck to everybody. Let's make this happen.